Hello, welcome back to the course Version Control System. So, in the previous lecture, we already learned about version control system. And in this course, these are the modules we're going to learn. Introduction to version control system, Git basics, advanced Git concept, introduction to GitHub, GitHub branching and workflows, introduction to GitLab, GitLab advanced features, Git best practices and tips. So, in previous class, we already learned introduction to version control. So, we now know what is version control and why we using version control and the types of version control system. I think everyone is know about in detail. So, today we don't want to explain that one again. It's just a waste of time. So, if anyone has any confusion, let me know. So, today we are going to learn a new topic, that is introduction to Git. So, Git is an example of version control system. Which version control system? Yes, we have two types of version control system, distributed version control system and centralized version control system. So, Git is an example of distributed version control system. So, we are going to learn basics of Git and why we using Git, and finally how to install and configure Git in a various platform in the sense the operating system. Okay, yeah, let's start it. So, introduction to Git. What is Git? We already know Git is a distributed version control system and it is free, open source, so we can manage small project to large project. And if you want a definition, we can say Git is a version control system used for tracking changes in computer files. We learn same thing in version control system also. So it allow multiple users to work concurrent in same files. If you already know about the version control system, we can add that version control system features also here, because Git is an example of version control system. So in this picture, you can see in a business organization, there is a distributed server, that is Git. So they have different developer 1, developer 2, developer 3. So here in the picture itself, you can see developer 1 using Java. It's just an example. Developer 2 using another language, Python. Developer 3 using MySQL. So it's just a representation only. We can consider any other language also. It's fine. So means they have different types of developers. Front-end developer is there, back-end developer is there, and database developer is also there. So everything we saving in Git. So everything means we're not saving in one folder. It's based on the organization or based on the project. Every separate, they have separate repository in the sense folder. They have one repository for front end, one repository for back end, one repository for database. Okay, we can learn more about the repository, branching and everything on later chapters. Now, we understand what is Git. So, the main features of Git, we can track history. And it is free and open source. Support non-linear development. Non-linear development means it's a distributed server, right? So, we can, the developers can work concurrently. So, it's not a linear, it's not one by one process. And we will get backups, and it is scalable. Branching is easier. Branching also is a new term, but it's simple. Later on chapter, we will learn about branching also. So, and the main feature is distributed development. Okay. So now we know What is version control system? Why we using version control system? Types of version control system, Git, why Git, and features of Git. Okay? All clear? Good. Okay. Next, we're going to install and configure Git in our system. So the steps, there are not more steps, only one steps we can install. Download the latest version of Git. So based on the version in your system, it may be 64 or 32. So just check before installing. Just check your system is which version, and based on the operating system, you can choose the download. After download done, then we want to confirm it's installed correctly. So for that, we can open the terminal in the sense command prompt, then we can type git version. Then if it's successfully done, it will show the current git version. Okay. So we can check how to install. So for that, we have to git download, go to the first page, first option in the git itself. So here can see downloads options. If you are using Mac, Linux or Windows, based on the operating system, you can choose. For my case, I'm using Windows, so I'm just downloading here. Download from here. So which versions we need to use? Here, my one is 64-bit. So it will download. It takes some time to download. So finally, it's downloaded. So click the exe file. It's licensed. Click next. We can use the default folder. If you want to change any different files, you can use that one also. Click next. Just choose the existing one. Git. Let Git decided. Because we don't have any default branch, nothing in now system is empty, so we can use the let Git code. So use the default one. Open SS library. Just read this one. File system data will be reading buck and caching memory for certain operation. It's fine. No need to select anything. If you want, you can choose this option, but if you didn't choose anything also, it's fine. So click install. It will take some time to install. Yeah, now it's very fast. So all done. So we don't want to with the release notes, so it's finished. So we can check the command prompt. So type git version. So now I spelled wrong git version, so that's why it's not giving the one. Okay, we can check git help. That's the command, all the command list they will give. So here you can see git version. We need to use git -p or git versions itself. So now the git version is 2.4.44.0. Okay. So there is no complex installation. Just download the exe files based on the operating system that you're using, and check it is 64 bits or 32 bits. Based on that, you can download the install. Then follow the steps. So now everyone's got Git in her laptop. So today in this class, we already learned what is Git, what are the features of Git, and how to install and configure Git. So I attached some resources to know more about the Git installation on Windows, or you can Google also. There are so many articles or blogs you can see how to install by step, but there is not much, only this is the steps. Just download and install. Okay, so I think everyone understand, everyone install Git. If anyone face any issues, please let me know. You can put the doubts in the comment section. So any questions? So thank you very much. So hope you see you on next class. Have a great day.